Hi, I'm Michael Nadeline from Market Lead, and today's video is about the success in Google Ads doesn't come down to the agency who's running it, but the specialist within the agency who's running the account. I've run accounts for years, I've worked at multiple agencies for years, and I've noticed something that either when I pick up an account or just reflecting back on old agencies I used to work at, what made the difference in the account. It was never the company that it ran with. It wasn't the landing page, it was always the specialist. Google Ads really comes down to a mindset, a psychology, and a structure and a system that if you do it right, it will work. But if it's done wrong, it's just not done right. The reason why a lot of accounts go to high-paying companies or high-paid specialists for this stuff is because they produce results. If you could just implement one strategy that you learned online, people on Upwork or wherever online could be charging $10 an hour and it'd be mass scaled out. The reason why people pay a lot of money for this is because it really comes down to a strategy, a system, and a psychology that ultimately comes down to the person, the specific person who's running the account. I was just on an audit call just then, or a strategy call, or a sales call, if you'd like to call it, with a prospect, and I was looking at the account and it was horrible. Everything that could be wrong in it was wrong. Conversion tracking wasn't there, all the search terms were inaccurate, and I couldn't even do a proper audit because there was nothing to look at. There was no conversion data and the quality of traffic was rubbish. And I looked at the person who ran it, it was from a notable agency, and I'm just starting to think these agencies are known or they sell that they're the best in the world at this stuff. But I'm just starting to think it isn't the agency, it isn't the education. All it comes down to is the person running the account at the end of the day. And you just can't bypass it. So when people do look for an agency to work with, I always recommend to people when they're working with an agency, make sure you know who's specifically running your account because you don't know if you're actually getting the senior campaign manager or a junior specialist. And the reason why this is an issue is because you're still going to the same company, you're still paying the same rate, but you might be getting a significantly different result. And when I say might, you definitely will.
Now, you know what time it is. I'll keep this short. Like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with the latest and greatest Google Ads and paid ad news. And lastly, it's your time to be number one. So Market Lead is now taking on new clients. So if you're serious about increasing sales, increasing customers, and more importantly, scaling your business, book in a strategy session with someone in my team and you'll get a free action plan. Just go to marketlead.com.au, go to the strategy session link, and then book it in there. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep this short. Enjoy.
I've worked at agencies before that they've had a list of clients and they've just gone 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and just given it just by order to a specialist, not based on what the business is, not based on the budget, not even what this person's specific past experience has been on clients like this. I had clients that were going really well and I was going to my manager at the time, hey, I'll take on that client because I've got it, and the manager would say, no, it's going to this person. I'd be like, but why? I know I can get a better result for the client. All I'd hear is, oh, but that person needs the experience. So how are they going to get the experience? And I go, I get that, but the client isn't paying for them to have the experience. The client's paying for their result. So you've got to remember sometimes when accounts go to agencies, they might be going to a junior specialist. And that's a big risk. That's why I always recommend you should go to a private consultant or someone that you actually know who's running the account, because there are a lot of really good private consultants out there, like my friend Cory Lindholm, the guys at Solutions 8, even myself. And the reason why is because they are actually running the accounts themselves. You actually see their face, you hear what their strategies are, you actually see them in the accounts. You're not being blinded by an account manager and then by a specialist that you never get to interact with unless it's escalated. So I just wanted to share this today because I keep seeing accounts that I'm picking up from agencies that are just run poorly, that these are supposed to be great agencies in Australia and great agencies overseas that are just absolutely, I'll just say it, disgusting. And I think a lot of people are wasting their money, and also think at the end of the day as well is clients are being like misled that their accounts are going to be run by someone who's good when it's really just palmed off to someone. So at the end of the day, the account quality will really come down to the person running it. There's reasons why people like myself and other people I know get consistent, great results, high conversion rates, low cost per leads, higher quality leads, higher return on ad spend, is because they've got the experience, they know what they're doing, they consistently deliver because that's what they do. It's like going to a doctor who's been doing it for 20 years versus someone who's just started learning how to be a doctor. You want someone with experience. It doesn't mean if it's the same hospital or anything different. So, little rant there. It's really important because it does get frustrating when people are losing confidence in Google Ads because people are doing it wrong. So Just want to record this. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy.